He ain't got my skills, but he's getting close.
Yeah, like he didn't got a technical foul dunking the ball and slapping the glass, you know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad at him. Learn from the best, you know what I'm saying? So that's a great thing, man. This is Kenyon Martin, and you're watching Overtime.
I need no introduction. Well, I mean, basketball is part of his DNA. He's played the game since he was 5, 6 years old, so he knows how to play the game. He plays it the right way. He plays hard on both ends, so you know, he's a good fit no matter where he goes. He's a pretty smart basketball player.
No, that's what it's all about, man. It's all about him. I've made it, I retired. So it's all about him, getting him to where he wants to be and letting him achieve his goals. So making sure that I'm there every step of the way. And like I said before, just being his #1 fan, his #1 supporter.
If he had more size, I think he would, you would really be able to see his talent level. But I think he holds his own on the court, and you know, he's put in the work to be where he is.
Yeah, he's a baby in this, man. People haven't seen KJ's full skill set yet. He played at a school last year that it wasn't displayed or featured. You know, he's on the team now with a bunch of great players. You know, and he plays the right way. But his skill set, it will come out. You know, you put him in workouts and different things and ask him to go do it, it will come out. So being underrated and all that, like it doesn't matter. You know, I wasn't a McDonald's All-American. You know, I was the #1 pick in the draft. So all that hype, it doesn't matter. You know, as long as you get as good as you can be, and the rest will take care of itself. You know, that's my thing. You work hard than everybody and you get as good as you can be, and the rest will take care of itself.
I kind of feel like I have pressure, but in a way I don't. Like, I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, you have to go to the NBA, you have to go to the NBA. Like, it's my dream to, but like also he told me when I was younger, like I could do whatever I want. Like, it just doesn't have to be basketball.
I'm not into the rating and the rankings, so I don't get involved in that, and I've always tried to steer my kids away from it because I was never ranked or rated or anything of that nature, and I feel good about my career. So I don't think that's something that, you know, they have to focus on or to go out and change how they play the game to try to get ranked or get ratings.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure just with my dad. Everyone wants me to be just as good as him or better. So like wherever I go, people know me and just know my name. So it's hard to like overcome that pressure. I feel like I've always been underrated, and just moving to California, I moved out here just to show out my name and just play on like the largest scale. So yeah, that's one of my main reasons I moved out here. Yeah, I feel like we have good chemistry. It just always been like that. Me and KJ just always clicked.
Yeah, like we talked a little bit, but like now since, you know, we go to school together and we play on the same team, like I think our bond is really good. And we're trying to play like this summer with the same AAU team because we know if we build that bond this summer, next year it would be like amazing. No, he said he was gonna, like, we planned it out before. You're like, yeah, if I get a fast break, KJ, I'm gonna go between my legs, throw it off the glass. I'm like, all right. And that play, I wasn't expecting him to throw it because like I thought he was too close to the basket. But once he got it, I was like, all right, I need to do something. Like I was gonna try the windmill, but I was like, nah, let me just try something. So I just caught it with one hand and dunked it. So yeah, something like.
I don't know. I just saw him yelling backboard, so I just decided to go between my legs. I don't know. I just always had that little sauce from just playing on like mini hoops and stuff.
I thought that was one of the dumbest plays in basketball.
That's dope. I'm saying that Scotty has the wherewithal to know that I'm saying, I got this man trailing, I know what he can do. You know, so I'm pretty sure they didn't practice it, you know what I'm saying? They spent a lot of time in practice, so it was a great thing, man. It was a great highlight. Got a lot of likes on Instagram.
I try to teach him as much as I can in terms of, you know, being the leader on the court and try to be more controlled in terms of, you know, how you manage the clock, type of shot selection that your team are taking. I tell him a lot of times that, you know, he should be more dominant with the ball so he can execute and do those things out on the court. So, you know, he's starting to take that into consideration, and you can see the growth through that.
I'm just very vocal about and passionate about the game of basketball. You know, especially my son is involved. The same thing like when I was playing. I was very vocal then. You know, I was a vocal leader. I led by example as well. But just being in the stands and watching him play and knowing his game and things that I see in him and things that I know that he can achieve. You know, so just making sure I'm always being that voice that he understands. I'm never going to tell him anything wrong in life and in basketball. So just making sure that I'm a constant voice, but trying not to overstep my boundaries with his coach. You know, letting Andre coach him and be that voice that he needs to hear all the time. But if I see something during the verge of the game, it's just my nature for me to be boisterous, you know, because I'm passionate about the game.
No, he kind of thinks he's playing in the game also. And like sometimes I tell him like, chill out, chill out, chill out. Like I'm in the game, like don't get kicked out. Like it's fine, like we'll figure it out, so yeah.
When I played high school ball, it wasn't on this kind of stage. I think social media truly has given them a bigger stage to be seen. You know, now we have companies like Overtime who are, you know, doing live games and, you know, a lot of highlight footage, and that's motivation to the kids because now they think that they're at another level, which they truly are. And it just really shows you how, you know, high school basketball has become very important because people are now starting to focus on the grassroots of basketball.
It's great. It's just the evolution of sports and life, you know, so high school basketball has to be a part of it. You know, there's a lot of different avenues to get the message out about your program or your school or whatever you're trying to get out there now. And I think it's great. You know, make sure that it's that it's being done the right way. You know, have somebody responsible that's making sure the kids are getting the right message out there. You know, so just monitoring them. But I think it's great, man, for these kids to have that exposure, have these followers, and I think it makes them want to. Some kids makes them work that much harder. You know, to achieve their goals. You know, because with that comes notoriety and fame, you know, so I think that's, it goes a long way.
But the game has grown to that level where the kids are now getting attention at the high school level. And, you know, LeBron was probably one of the guys that really created that. No one has gotten more attention than what he did when he was in high school.
He signed autographs because he can dunk. You know, he's a high flyer, man, and it's funny. It's funny to go to these games and little kids come up to KJ asking for his autograph. You know, yeah, that, and I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? It's his generation. You know what I'm saying? It's his time. You know, but me at the same time having conversations with him and let him know that this is not where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? There's greater goals in life. You know, his ultimate goal is probably to make it to the NBA. You know, so if that's your goal, then you have to work that much harder. You know, you have to be that much better in the classroom, that much better in the community, that much better in life. You know, so it's not just about signing autographs and I ain't wearing all the cool kicks now. You know, there's so much better that he can be in it that we're striving for, and I'm here to make sure that he do it.
You know what? I can't prepare him for it. He's got to prepare himself. You know, I'm a father. I'm coming in there like a fan.
I'll probably say around like 8th grade, like with social media, I realized how good my dad was, and just like going on YouTube and watching videos.
My time is up, and it's great that I'm able to sit back and, you know, watch my son and evaluate how he approaches the game, his mindset, and how his energy level would be, things of that nature. So I look at that and, you know, as something that maybe we talk about as father and son, but I don't want to lead him into the game thinking about nothing. You know, he's in a system where, you know, he needs to do his best in that system to prepare and win the game. My flame is out, Shaq's flame is out. We're not competitors on the basketball court anymore, but we can sit back and enjoy our kids and embrace what they have to offer to the game.
No, just give him something to strive for, man. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with pressure. Like pressure makes you, like it's either gonna make him or break him. You know, it's either gonna make him or break him. And with me there, I don't think it's gonna break him because he wants to be great. You know, he wants to get to the NBA. You know, so we're gonna work at it. In the classroom, you gotta get to college first. You know what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost. And you listen to me and you work at your game and listen to your coaches and people that's trying to help you get better. the sky's the limit for the kid, man. Like I said, he's a baby in this.
I think we're similar, you know. I think we played a lot alike when I was in high school. Obviously, his stage is a lot bigger, more attention, probably a little more pressure, having my name, you know, on his back. But he plays a well-rounded game. He plays a lot like I did when I was younger. He just don't have my size as I grew, you know, in college and professionally. So, but physically, I think we have a lot of similarities.
My dad grew late, so he started off in high school as a point guard and in college as a point guard, but then he grew later on. So he knows a lot of things about guards because he played more of like a point forward. So I feel like we do have kind of a lot of similarities, but a lot of differences at the same time.
How KJ game is similar to myself. When I was his age, at 16, or 17 rather, just high energy, man. Protecting the rim, trying to dunk everything. You know, not fearless when it comes to your competition. You know, not backing down from anybody. Right now, KJ, when I was 17, KJ dribbles the ball better than I did. He shoots the ball better than I did at 17. You know, so he does things that I didn't work on at that age. You know, so he's more advanced than I was at 17. You know, so all we're trying to get him to do is get that motor to understand that when you're in the gym, you're the best one. You know, you got to put that on display every night.
Yeah, no, I'm getting there. Like, I watched, like, when I was, obviously, like you said, I was younger, so I got to, like, see some of it. But, like, once, like, he played for, like, the Clippers and Knicks, I was kind of older, and I really got to, like, understand it. So, like, yeah, I think I play with a little bit of fire, but he says, like, yeah, I know you have it in you, so just keep playing hard, and it'll just come out one day. So, yeah.
He ain't got my skills, but he's getting close.
Yeah, it's just, he is with the left, mine with the right.
What do you think about that?
Nah, it's dope, man. Like, it's
Pretty similar though, right?
yeah, no, it's like he watches basketball, man. Like he watches my highlights on YouTube. He remembers watching me play. I go in there sometimes. Like that's all he does, man. He watches hoop. He watches some of my highlights. He watches other people, but yeah, like he didn't got a technical foul from dunking the ball and slapping the glass. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad at him. Learn from the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great thing, man.
No, yeah, people were commenting like we play the exact, like we look the exact same when we play. Like I really didn't notice it till you guys made the video. Like I was like, okay, that's like really like weird kind of in a way, but like cool that like he, like the stuff he did and I'm doing it right now, like the same thing. Like he always told me when he was younger, like my age, like he wasn't doing this. So it's kind of like, he's like, yeah, like if you keep doing this right now and just keep trying to get better, like you could be way better than I am.
Check these videos out. I already watched them. They're heat only. This is what we do. You gotta check them out. Check out these videos and subscribe. If you haven't done it, you're on your couch, you're in your bed, you gotta subscribe so you can watch all the rest of the videos. Come on, man.